So given are the following. So presented below are relevant extracts from Tank Corporation. So bihira ang nagtatank eh. Okay, so parang lahat yata MM ang gusto. Ano? Okay, so statement of financial position as of December 31, 2021. So basically, given yung unadjusted, so usual requirement, syempre sa audit, anong hahanapin sa atin? Adjusted. Okay, considering the additional information or yung mga audit findings. Okay, now, to answer the requirements, ganitong gawin natin. Mas maganda sa may T account ka eh. Kaya lang dito sa ating kasing PowerPoint, di magkakasya kung T account eh. So ang gawin natin, okay, for each item required, gawa natin ng unadjusted. Tapos, tingnan natin yung mga adjustments. Tapos, kunin natin yung adjusted. So kung sa'yo, pwedeng T account. Kaya lang dito sa akin, ang gagawin ko na lang, from unadjusted plus minus adjustments. Okay? So prepare one item for cash and cash equivalents. So ito yung kanyang unadjusted. Trade and other receivables. Yan yung requirements sa number 2. Okay, inventories, number 3. Okay, so mag-start tayo doon sa unadjusted. Tapos ang gagawin na lang natin, instead na T account, okay, plus minus na lang. Add deduct adjustments. So instead na debit credit. Okay, and also ano din kasi ito eh, line items na. Hindi naman ito talaga yung specific accounts. Okay, although not required, gawa ka ng separate also for other current assets. Ito yung kanyang unadjusted. So gawa ka din ng isa pa para dito sa trade and other payables. Okay, so ito yung may mga possible adjustments. Okay, so aside from cash and cash equivalents, trade and other receivables, inventories, kasama din sa requirement dyan, magko-compute tayo ng current assets. So kaya sama natin to. And then, okay, magko-compute tayo ng working capital. So kaya ito yung current assets. Okay, ito naman yung current liabilities. Of course, compute natin as adjusted. Okay, now in relation to cash and cash equivalents, audit findings, the following were included. Na isama daw itong mga ito ha. So included itong mga ito dyan sa line item cash and cash equivalent. So let's see kung okay lang bang included. If not, then we need to adjust. Okay, so first bullet point. Customers check for 100,000 returned by bank on December 29. Reason, insufficient funds. So NSF check. Pero na-redeposit naman and cleared by the bank, kaya lang January 3 na. So ano ang status niyan as of December 31? Ang status niya, NSF siya. So hindi siya cash. Receivable siya. Okay? So deduct from cash and cash equivalents. This one, 100,000. Lipat natin. Yan. Transfer mo dito yan. Okay? Sa trade and other receivables. Okay, so ano itong 100,000? Customers, NSF check. So NSF siya as of December 31. So deduct from cash and cash equivalents, transfer to trade and other receivables. Okay, next. Customers check for 200,000 post-dated. So dated January 2, 2022. Na-receive December 29. Isinama sa cash. So erroneously included. So minus natin yan. Deduct from cash and cash equivalents. So post-dated. So receivable pa rin yan. So transfer din natin dito sa trade and other receivables. Okay. So post-dated check received erroneously included in cash and cash equivalents. So receivable pa yan at December 31. Okay, next, cash earmark for bonds payable. Okay, so pangbayad pala itong cash na ito ng bonds. Normally, hindi na yan, hindi part ng cash yan. Kaya lang, in-specify sa problem eh. Ang due date ng bonds payable, June 30, 2022. Classification of bonds, current. Therefore, yung cash na yan, pangbayad ng current liability. So properly included in cash. No adjustment. Okay? So wala tayong adjustment. Okay? So properly part siya ng cash kasi yung bonds payable, okay, current liability na siya. Okay? So yung cash na yan available for payment of current obligations. Okay, so next. 1 million of compensating balance against short-term borrowing arrangement. So tingnan natin kung legally restricted, ayun, in-specify. Legally restricted as to withdrawal. So dahil legally restricted yan as to withdrawal, hindi na siya demand deposit. So excluded yan from cash. So deduct natin from cash and cash equivalent. And since yan ay related to short-term borrowing arrangement, lipat natin dito sa other current assets. Okay, so cash held as compensating balance. So related to short-term borrowing arrangement, classification current. Pero hindi siya cash. Other current assets. Okay, so notice yung difference dito sa compensating balance tsaka doon sa bonds payable. So dito kasi sa bonds payable, okay, naka-earmark lang siya. Ibig sabihin ano siya naka-reserve na pangbayad ng bonds. Ito, yung 1 million na pinag-uusapan dito, itong sa 5 million, ang restriction diyan doon lang sa payment. Okay, naka-restrict na siya pangbayad ng current ng bonds payable. Dito kasi sa 1 million, ang restriction diyan withdrawal So hindi siya mawi-withdraw. So kaya hindi siya dapat cash. Okay, asset pa rin siya. At dahil nga related sa short-term borrowing arrangement, okay, other current asset. Okay, so again magkaiba yung restriction nitong dalawa. Ito restricted as to payment. Ito restricted as to withdrawal. Okay, next. Check written and dated December 29. Delivered to pay January 2. So hindi pa na-release. So tama lang, properly included. Unreleased check included properly. Okay, so tama lang kasama yan sa cash at accounts payable pa yan. Next, check written December 27, post dated. So tama lang included yan in cash. So kasama pa rin daw sa cash and tama lang din kasama sa accounts payable. Okay, so ito unreleased check, ito naman post-dated check issued. So still part of cash, so properly included. And then 1 year certificate of deposit, more than 3 months, hindi na yan cash equivalent. So deduct from cash and cash equivalents. Okay, 2 million. Okay, so yung 2 million na yan, short-term investment. So take note of this Okay? So kasama yan mamaya sa pag-compute natin ng current assets. So itong 2 million na ito, lalagyan ko ng note dito, short-term investment. Okay? So para hindi makalimutan mamaya. Okay, next. In relation to trade and other receivables, okay, audit findings, kasama din daw ito. 3 items na kasama dyan sa amount na yan na 38 million. Advances to an associate 5 million. The settlement is neither planned nor likely to occur in the foreseeable future. So non-current yan. Okay, so remove natin from trade and other receivables. So itong 5 million na ito, i-report as other NCA. Other non-current asset. Pwede rin other non-current investments. Kasi related siya sa investment in associate. So pwede siyang i-report as non-current investment. Okay? Or other non-current assets. Okay, next. Share subscriptions receivable. Okay, due on March 31, 2022. So dahil collectible currently, okay lang. Tama lang yan included in trade and other receivables. So part siya ng other receivables. So collectible currently. Okay, and then accounts receivable used as collateral. So okay lang yan. Owned pa rin ng entity yan. Kahit na ginamit yan as collateral. Although, anong requirement? Kapag ang asset ginamit na collateral, that should be disclosed. Yan. So, dapat i-disclose na yung AR na yan ginamit na collateral. Pero part pa rin siya ng AR. Kaya no adjustment. Okay? Next, in relation to inventories, additional information on inventories. Okay? I-erase muna natin to. Clear natin ang ating whiteboard. Yan. Okay? First bullet point. Not included. So, hindi daw naisama. Ha? Hindi daw ito naisama. In the physical count of inventory, 300,000 of merchandise. Purchased December 15. This merchandise was shipped FOB shipping point on December 29 and arrived January 3. So dahil in transit pa on December 31, hindi na isama sa physical count. Okay? Pero dahil yan ay in transit na at FOB shipping point, that should be included. So add to inventories, 300,000. The invoice arrived and was recorded January 3. So ang nangyari, hindi na isama sa inventory, hindi rin na i-record yung purchases. Okay? So kaya add din natin yan dito sa trade and other payables. 300,000. So anong situation sa first bullet point? Okay? Erroneously excluded from inventory and erroneously not recorded as purchases. Kaya understated pareho yung inventories and accounts payable. Okay, next. Second bullet point. Included in inventory is merchandise sold. So naisama daw to ha. On December 30, FOB destination. This merchandise was shipped after it was counted. So dahil na-ship siya after the physical count, naisama pa rin sa inventory. So tama lang kasi ano naman ito eh. Okay, still in transit and FOB destination. So no problem. Properly included in inventory. Kaya lang, tingnan natin yung sales. Okay, the invoice was prepared. Ayun, doon nagkamali na i-record na as sale on December 31. So walang problema sa inventory kasi in transit pa at FOB destination. Included properly. Pero na-i-record na yung sales. Kaya tanggalin natin yan dito sa accounts receivable. So magkano yung selling price? 400. So deduct from trade and other receivables. This one. So, okay. So sales transaction yan. Still in transit. FOB destination. Properly included in inventory. But erroneously recorded as sales. So na-record na erroneously as sales. Kaya deduct from AR. Okay, next. Third bullet point. Included in inventory was merchandise received December 31 with an invoice price of 600,000. The merchandise was shipped FOB destination. So irrelevant na actually yan kasi na-receive na naman eh. So na-receive and properly included. So no problem on inventory. Kaya lang, yung invoice, okay, which has not yet arrived, has not been recorded. Ayun ang problema. Tama na naisama na sa inventory kasi na-receive na eh. Hindi nga lang na i-record pa as purchases. Okay, so kaya yung accounts payable, understated. So add 600. So walang problema sa inventory na include properly kasi na-receive na. Hindi pa lang na-receive yung invoice kaya hindi pa na-record as purchases. So accounts payable, understated. Okay, next. Not included in inventory is 800,000 of merchandise purchased from a supplier. The merchandise was received December 31. After the inventory had been counted. So, yun ang problema. Dahil na-receive siya, after na ng physical count, hindi na isama. So, dahil na-receive na yan, so dapat included na yan. So erroneously excluded. Add to inventories, 800,000. Okay. So received but not included. So na-receive pero na-receive after physical count. Kaya hindi na isama. So inventories under. Pero tama lang, walang problema sa purchases na i-record siya December 30. Okay? So purchases properly recorded. So hindi lang na isama sa physical count. Okay? Pero na i-record naman properly ang accounts payable. Okay, next. Included in inventory, 700,000 held on consignment. Erroneously included. Deduct from inventories, 700,000 held on consignment. Okay, and then last bullet point, included. So na-included ito. Okay, in inventory, merchandise sold FOB shipping point. Terms, or rather, still in transit. This merchandise was shipped after it was counted. So ang nangyari dito, nangyari yung shipment after count. Kaya nandun pa rin siya sa inventory. Okay? Kaya lang, dahil FOB shipping point yan, sold na yan. So, erroneously included. Sold na eh. Pero naisama pa. So, deduct from inventories. Magkanong cost niyan? Cost is 600. So, deduct from inventories. 600,000. Sold already, but still included in inventory. So, ang reason, nangyari yung shipment after count. So, after count pa na-ship, kaya naisama pa. Okay, how about yung sales? The invoice was prepared and recorded as a sale for 750 on December 31. So, walang problema sa AR na i-record properly. Okay, so no adjustment on AR. Recorded properly. Okay, so wala tayo ibang nakitang findings. Compute adjusted amounts. Okay, so as adjusted. Cash and cash equivalents. Trade and other receivables. Inventories. Okay, other current assets. Trade and other payables. Okay, don't forget this one ha. Ito yung short-term investment. Yung certificate of deposit. Okay, the requirements. Okay, number 1, answer. Bravo, this one. Adjusted cash and cash equivalents. Number 2, bravo. Adjusted trade and other receivables. Number 3, letter C. Adjusted inventories. Okay, current assets. So this one, cash. So get the total cash and cash equivalents. Don't forget this one, yung short-term investment, trade and other receivables, inventories, other current assets. Get the total. Okay, so total current assets, cash and cash equivalents, trade short-term investment, so ito yung certificate of deposit, trade and other receivables, inventories, other CA. Total. Okay, number 4, delta. Okay, number 4, delta. Then number 5, working capital. CA minus CL. Okay, so ito yung current liabilities. Ang may adjustment lang, trade and other payables. So the current assets as computed earlier, this one. Current liabilities. Trade and other payables as computed earlier, ito yung adjusted balance. Short-term borrowings, other current liabilities. So no adjustments dito sa borrowings and other current liabilities. Total. So CA less CL. Working capital. Okay, number 5, letter A. Okay, so that's more on the composition of the line items in the statement of financial position. So common problem sa FAR and AP.